In this video, we'll look at other subset selections with LOC. So you can select a single value in your data frame if you provided two specific labels. So let's go ahead and get started. Here's our data frame. This is one selection we haven't done before. So let's just say we want to select the row Aaron with the age. So this will return, this is only one value, right? Aaron and age. This will return a scalar value. It does not return a data frame, nor does it return a series. It returns that single integer. So when you return a single value, we use the word scalar to represent that. So this is a scalar value that it has returned. Okay, so let's select a single row as a series with LOC. So df.loc over here. So we're going to use a label, not a list. And let's go ahead and select that row Aaron. And we could use an empty slice. It's not necessary here for the column. So we're going to select just the row Aaron with all of the columns. Let's go ahead and see what this returns. It's a little confusing. So it's selected this row. So you can see here state is FL, color is red, food is mango, and so forth. So the data lines up, but the orientation has changed and it has returned a series. So I believe this is somewhat confusing. You might expect to see a single row data frame like this, but it returns a series which is displayed vertically in the notebook. So selecting a single row is a little confusing output. What you could do is you could just take this, and if you want to maintain the orientation, you can just turn your selection into a list instead of a single label. So now Aaron is in a one item list, and now it'll just the same orientation as the data frame. So this is a one row data frame with these 6 columns. Okay, so that's it for the other examples, and that concludes basically virtually everything there is to know about LOC, except for the Boolean indexing, which we'll talk about in a later chapter. So a little summary here. So LOC is primarily label based, except for those Boolean indexing. It is able to select rows and columns simultaneously with this syntax, df.loc, and then rows comma calls. And then what can rows and calls be? They can either be a single label, like one string, a list of labels, a slice of labels, or a Boolean series. So they can take all of these. Remember, LOC has different rules than just the brackets appended directly to the data frame. And then there's a comma separating the row and column selection.